Hey there, wonderful humans. Welcome back to the Wise Mindset Guy podcast, your go-to podcast for navigating the ups and downs and loop-the-loops of life with grace, humor, and maybe a few deep breaths. I'm your host, Napostino, and today we're diving into the wild, often wobbly, but totally manageable world of emotional regulation. Or as I would like to call it, how not to lose your cool when life decides to throw a banana peel under your feet. We've all been there, right? 1 minute, everything's smooth sailing, and next, bam, your emotions are running a marathon without even telling you. But fear not. Today, we're going to learn how to regulate those emotions like a Zen master. So grab your emotional seatbelt, maybe a cup of tea or something stronger, I don't judge, and let's roll. What the heck is emotional regulation anyway? Okay, so before we can master emotional regulation, we need to understand what it is. In simple terms, emotional regulation is the ability to manage your emotional responses to different situations. It's like having an internal thermostat for your feelings. When life turns up the heat, do you melt into a puddle of stress? Or can you adjust the dial and keep your cool? Think of emotions like a bunch of unruly toddlers at a birthday party. If you let them run wild, things get chaotic. The cake ends up on the walls, someone's crying in the corner, and there's a highly likelihood of a piñata related injury. Emotional regulation is like the responsible adult at that party, keeping things in check without killing the fun. And no, emotional regulation doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It's about acknowledging, understanding, and managing them in a way that doesn't lead to regrettable texts, broken furniture, or dramatic exits. Why do we feel so much? Why do we feel this emotional roller coaster in the first place? Let's be real. Being human is a full-time emotional job. One day, you're feeling on top of the world, and the next, you're questioning all your life choices because your coffee order was wrong. Why does this happen? Well, our brains are wired to react emotionally to situations. It's part of our survival instinct. Back in the caveman days, if a saber-toothed tiger showed up, you wouldn't just think about, hey, what's that going on over there? Is that a tiger? No, your fear kicked in and told you to run. But in modern life, your boss sending you a "we need to talk" email triggers the same response. By the way, why do bosses do that anyway? It's terrifying. The good news, our brains are capable of learning new ways to respond to these emotional triggers. Enter the emotional regulation techniques. Let's dive into some of them, shall we? First is you name it to relax it. First up, when you're feeling overwhelmed, try to name the emotion you're experiencing. Studies show that simply labeling your emotions, or, oh hey, I'm feeling anxious right now, this can actually reduce the intensity. It's like shining a flashlight under the bed to prove to your kids there's no monster there. Once you name it, you can work with it. Power of the pause. Now, ever send a text in a fit of rage and immediately regret it? Same here. That's why the power of the pause is a game changer. Before reacting, take a deep breath. Count to 10. Do a quick interpretive dance, whatever works. Giving yourself a moment helps prevent emotional knee-jerk reactions. Third thing would be move your body, change your mood. Physical movement is like an emotional reset button. Feeling stressed? Go for a walk. Feeling frustrated? Punch a pillow. Or do some kickboxing if you're really feeling extra spicy. Exercise releases endorphins, which are like little happiness ninjas for your brain. The fourth thing is self-talk. Be your own hype person. Imagine if you talk to a friend the way you talk to yourself during tough times. It's brutal, right? Instead of saying, I'm such a failure, try flipping the script. I'm doing my best, and that's enough. The fifth thing would be also 90-second rule. Fun fact, the psychological reaction of an emotion lasts about 90 seconds. If you can sit with it, without feeding it with more stress, it will pass. Like a bad Wi-Fi connection. Sometimes you just need to wait it out. All right, so let's put these strategies into real life scenario. Picture this. You're stuck in traffic, running late, and the guy in front of you is driving like a turtle on vacation. Your first instinct, yell at them, honk the horn, maybe consider a career as a traffic cop just to personally escort this person off the road. But wait, this is a perfect moment to practice emotional regulation. You first name it. I'm feeling frustrated. You pause, take a deep breath, clench your jaw, and maybe play some soothing meditation music. You move your body, roll your shoulders, stretch your arms, wiggle your toes, release that tension. Then positive self-talk. Getting mad won't make traffic move faster. I got this. I'll keep waiting. And then 90-second rule. Give it a moment, and that rage storm will likely pass. Boom. Crisis averted, and you're officially an emotional ninja. And there you have it. My emotionally intelligent friends, emotional regulation isn't about never feeling emotions. It's about handling them in a way that serves you, not sabotages you. So next time life throws a curveball, remember, name it to relax it, pause before reacting, move your body, talk to yourself like you would a best friend, and ride it out that 90-second wave like a pro surfer. Thank you for joining me on today's emotional adventure. If you found this helpful, share it with a friend, leave a review, or just give yourself a high five. You deserve it. Until next time, stay balanced, stay awesome, and remember, you're stronger than your strongest emotion. See you soon.